Hello there my fellow crafters, it's Terry from Veegstez Creates here with another video for iCrafter for you. So today I am going to be working with this new release for November 2021, which is the Christmas Treat Lantern add-on. So if you're aware of iCrafter products, you might have seen the Halloween treat lantern. So this set is obviously all around Halloween. It creates this gorgeous little lantern, or you could put sweets in there. So if you use it as a lantern, you would put something like this. You would put a battery operated candle in there, and it comes with, you can either have the spider webs or the bats and then some other Halloween type things, and then Happy Halloween. So this is like the base set, and then as with several of iCrafter's dies, once you've got the base, you can extend the use of that product by buying add-ons. So this one is the add-on, and it gives you, as you can see here, different options for making a Christmas version. So with this, you could see obviously the designer has put acetate there and then coloured it in with alcohol markers on the back. So that would be so stunning with you know, the flickering of an artificial candle inside. It would look really beautiful, and this is what it looks like. So you get this one with the Christmas lights, you get the naughty or nice. So if you're making these for some children, you could put some treats in there and put whether they've been on the naughty or the nice list. And then you've got this really pretty decorative Noel die, and that's the one that I'm going to be using today. But just to remind you, in order to use this, you have to have this already. So you know, you can't use this just on its own to make the lantern. You have to buy this. It does say quite clearly on the front, requires Halloween treat lantern sold separately, but just to remind you of that, because it would be awful if you bought that and then got it home and realised that you couldn't use it as it was intended. So what I've gone ahead and done, so basically with the base die set, you get the this large die, which is you cut that out twice, so the front, that makes the front and the back of the die, and in the front that's where you put which of the inserts that you want to have. So I'm going for the Noel, so I've put that in there, and I've gone for a sort of non-traditional, but I think it's getting more well known, a sort of turquoisey blues and creams and golds kind of theme. So I've picked out 3 lovely papers. So I've got a powder blue lace, which is a highly patterned decorative one, and then for my base I've got a lovely turquoisey blue Caribbean sea and ivory sheen. So I mean, if you look at the Halloween ones, you can see they've used like basic cardstock, so not really highly patterned or anything, but just really funky colours. And this one's got like holographic card behind it, so it's just so versatile depending on what you choose to use it with. So I'm going to make the front and back with the this lovely turquoisey pearlescent cardstock, and then I'm going to make the base out of an ivory cardstock. And then I'm also going to use, so from yesterday I did a video on another new product launched this month, which is the Money Roll and Lip Balm box, and that's got a lovely Merry Christmas sentiment, and along with the shadow die. So I'm going to use Merry Christmas for the back of the lantern. So I know you're not going to see it, but you know, just in case someone looks at the back, it's nice to make it look pretty on all sides. And I'm also from, which set is it? Yeah, from the same set. So I'm going to use, they've got some holly. So I'm going to do the holly leaves in the powder blue lace, so that's sort of highly patterned. Now obviously you don't have to, I happen to be using these ones from Tonic Studios, but any nice, you know, sort of, this would look lovely in mirror cards or glitter card. So for example, I'm going to do the holly berries in, I just had a little offcut of glittery cardstock that I'm going to use. So it's a good, because the pieces are so small as well, you can always raid your offcuts box. You know, your sort of scraps that you've been keeping, so you can actually make some really beautiful little projects just using very small bits of cardstock and paper. You tie it at the top using a ribbon. So I raided my ribbon drawer and I found this nice piece of ivory coloured ribbon which matches perfectly with the base. So I've got my colour scheme all sorted. I bought a pack of these little candles a few weeks ago because I thought they're going to come in really handy. So what I'm going to do now is just run everything through my die cutting machine and then come back and show you the assembly. Okay, my friends, so I've done all the die cutting. I've done the Merry Christmas and stuck that on already, which I just think looks so cute and classy. I've also cut out 2 lots of the holly leaves and the holly berries. As you can see, this is what it looks like with the base and the way that it's going to assemble together. So this will be the front. So we need to stick these sides down to the base. I'll show you this way first. So we'll stick these to the base, and then the base also has these little tabs, so we just attach those to the inside as well. So I think it's going to be easiest to do it in stages. So I've just been experimenting, and I think this is going to be the easiest way to put it together, because once we pop that up, what we have to be mindful of is that it's at the right position here, like it doesn't stick out too far or not go in enough. So we want it to look like that from the front. So that's sort of the correct position. So I'm going to hold it down like that and then apply some liquid adhesive. This is a strong liquid adhesive that I like to use. Again, you can use tape if you like, or tape and glue some people choose to use, but whatever you use, just make sure that you use something that you're confident in, that it's nice and strong, because the last thing we want is for our beautiful box to become detached. So as you can see, you can move it around just to make sure it's in the exact right position, which that is. So I'm very happy with that. And just give it a bit of a press down. So now I'm going to turn around and do the same on the other side. So I think I've got that in the right position, but I'll just check. Could do with coming a little bit, tad bit further forward maybe. I think that looks pretty good. And you'll notice that both ends line up so that the bottom's completely blue. Now obviously it does have a seam there, and if your die cutting plates or anything like mine, you know, we have our nice side which is really pretty, and then the other side can get a bit messy with previous die cuts and stuff. So what I chose to do was to cut out another piece of card, which happens to be, I measured this, and this is a piece of the same card that I used to make the base, and it's 2.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches, and that pops in place perfectly. So it just covers up the join and makes the inside just look a bit more neat. Now that's probably me just being overly perfectionistic. Probably no one's going to look in there, but I'm just telling you because that's what I'm doing and it's another option. Obviously there isn't a die for that, but you know, any crafter of any skill level can cut out a rectangle to those dimensions. I just use my guillotine. You could use a steel rule and a craft knife, or you know, you might even have a die that's that size. So it's just whatever works for you if you choose to do that. So again, I'm gonna stick this down, go to the front, check that that's lined up okay. I think it is. Give it a nice press down everywhere. In fact, I'll get my small bone folder out. And then the last bit will be sticking the inner tabs, but I think I'm going to stick this square down now as well. So this is completely optional, you don't have to do this. This is just me wanting to give it the highest possible finish. Check that it hasn't interrupted any of the rest of the mechanism before I commit to using the bone folder on it. No, it hasn't. Okay, and then we can do the tabs. I reckon do one or two at a time. It's probably going to be easiest to do it two at a time, I think. Then we can just, because we're going to have to hold it for a few moments. Thinking about it, it might have actually been easier to. It might be easier to use tape on these bits actually, rather than glue, so you don't have to hold it in place. But this glue that I'm using is very strong and it does usually grab on quite quickly, so I think if you just get into the right position and sort of hold it for a few seconds, it's fine. But obviously if you use tape, it's going to adhere immediately, so there we go. Again, I'll use my bone folder. Press all those fibres of the one paper into the other paper. I think if you're using this, you know, as a Christmas lantern, it's just going to be such a lovely and quite easy and quick to put together gift. You know, it's not going to take an age to make, but they actually end up looking really special. And obviously because of the choice of papers and things that we've got and all the potential different colour schemes you could use, the possibilities are literally endless. You know, that can go as far as your imagination can take you. And you'll know, you know, if you're sending it, if it's you making it for a friend, you'll know what their home decor's like, or, you know, they might have said, oh, this year I'm going for, you know, a red and gold colour theme or a gold and cream colour theme. So you could make them a little lantern just to go with that theme. But I really do think, I really quite like the little naughty and nice thing for children as well. So yeah, it's quite sweet. So it'd be lovely to sort of put, yep, you're on the nice list, here's a few little sweeties. And then, so you can see that's formed now. See how quickly that's come together. It sort of curves over gently. And I say it's 2.5 by 1 3/4 inches. So not too small, not too large. So the Merry Christmas is just going to stick here on the back. I was also thinking about just cutting out like another piece of like different patterned paper to stick it on the back of it as well, you know, so you can take it as, you can bling it up, you can make it really bling-tastic if you like, is what I'm trying to say. You know, and you can put like little gems and things on there. In fact, I've just got some little flat-backed gems which have just come in my recent little craft haul, which I've just put a video up on my YouTube channel. Well, I did put it up just, but by the time this video airs. It won't be just anymore. But if you have a look on my channel, you'll see in the craft haul that I've got these little flat back gems, and I'm going to try them out actually. I think they might look quite nice on this, just to give it a bit of extra bling. So say I've chosen these, the holly, in a slightly different colour, and then the berries in a very you know, sparkly, glittery effect. So let's have a look how I think this is going to work. Okay, so I think that looks nice, and then if we put an extra piece over there like that, I think that looks cute. Let me just pull out these little embellishments that I was just mentioning. Yeah, these ones. So they come in all different sizes. So I thought these might look cute because they're an AB finish, Aurora Borealis, so they just reflect the colours around them. I think that looks so cute. I might put a few of these on the back just to bling it up a little bit. What do you think, guys? Oh yeah, that'll look really nice, won't it? Oh, I think that looks really nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Okay, I'll stick those on in a minute. And then we can get our ribbon. And then we just, obviously this is going to be too long, but I'm just showing you so that you can see the process. I'm sure you know how to tie a bow, but yeah, and then we just cut the ends off so you can see how pretty that looks. Right, and we've forgotten the main attraction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these on and the little gems, and then come back in a second so you can see the full, see it in all its glory. But just look at that. How cute is that? Can you see? Because it's quite a bright day outside, you can't really see that well, but look at that, how lovely that looks. Right, so I'm just going to stick on all these little bits and pretty it up a bit more and pretty the bow up, and I'll be back in a moment with the finished article. And here we go, my friends, the finished article. So we've got our beautiful little faux candle in there, gently flickering away. I added the unconventionally coloured but matching with the colour scheme holly and berries, and then I did use some of those little AB gems there. And then on the back we have Merry Christmas, and then 3 more of the gems just for a bit more of added interest. I tied the bow and then I cut the ends quite short, which is just my personal preference. Obviously, if you're giving this to someone as a gift as is, you can leave it like this and might even want to glue it down, because I can't really think of a reason why you would need to open that, to be honest, because obviously if there's, you can get the candle in and out without opening the top, and you can also get the sweets out without opening the top. And I think just rather than fiddling about with bows, it's just nice to just keep it as it is. So there we go. I hope you like this project. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. All of the products that I've used today will be listed in the comments section below. They will be affiliate links, which means that I will get a small commission from anything that anyone purchases through that link, at no extra cost to yourself. I'd really encourage you to go over and check out the iCrafter Art fan page as well, and sort of see what's on there, have a look at other people's makes, sign up to the mailing list, and yeah, and there's some really good sales on at the moment on the iCrafter website, so I definitely check out that as well, and I'll leave a link to that all down in the description box below. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that today, and that's all from me for the moment, but I shall see you very soon for some more crafty goodness. Bye for now.